at President Ruto's plan to tame former Deputy President, that's Rigathi Gachagua. Now, the President has created a very comprehensive strategy for how to, quote unquote, win back the mountain region, quote unquote. It's a few points, and most of them have to do with agriculture, which is the backbone of the region. They include tapping into Deputy President Kithure Kindiki to pacify the region. So he's organized meetings with various stakeholders to make sure that that the Deputy President is seen and heard, and that he's seen as a representation of the mountain.
And of course, trying to address some of the key issues within the region. And of course, rolling out plans for the economic revitalization of the region. I think that's what Mariam is talking about, because farming is one of the things that President Ruto is also keen on. One, targeting agriculture, where he has promised to boost coffee and milk production for the sake of the local farmers.
True. He has also been tasked, this is the Deputy President now, that's Professor Kindiki, has also been tasked to oversee tea and coffee reforms, which was a role that had been given, of course, to the Deputy President, if you remember, and he was very passionate about it. But tea and coffee are a very sore subject for a lot of people in the mountain. They used to be cash crops with an emphasis on the word cash. But over the last few years, it's been very hard for a lot of farmers to make a decent living off their tea and coffee, either because of fluctuating global prices, lack of value addition, or, you know, the markets are just not strong enough. Lots of coffee farmers actually uprooted their plants over the last few years and decided, "Nitatafuta kitu ingine ya kupanda."
Yeah, and I remember it was such vile act, or it was a sore in the eye, simply because we know some regions for specific things, but seeing farmers just burning whatever the bushes were doing in the farms it was quite a big blow even to the country. And now with the lucrative scene in not infrastructure, how do you call it, construction and real estate, most people are opting out, and they're saying kwa nini niingie farming, and of course there's no open market. So of course approaching the new export markets for Kenyan tea is one of the things that we've seen. And of course we've seen the place of the former president Uhuru Kenyatta and his allies brought into the cabinet, and of course the Maina Njenga factor, a new found ally of the government.
I don't know, these allies are so suspect. Will this work in quelling the dissent that's currently there in the mountain? I think we only wait and see. The fact that we've had a very tough maybe 2 years from the beginning of this administration means that, this is just me spitballing here, over the next few years we'll see a loosening of the grip as far as whether it's, you know, the economic policies, the taxation, the harsh reactions to things. I think genuinely we'll see a lull in that as President Ruto seeks re-election. So unless something happens there, it's very easy for people to be hoodwinked and then to go back to like, actually it's not that bad, because one, he's galvanized power. All of ODM's top honchos are now in government. Former Jubilee big names are also now in government. So yeah, kama tuendelee na siasa ya mtu wetu, then definitely I think he'll be able to achieve his goals.
And of course the kind of consolidation happening with I'm going to call it divide and rule, simply because you're approaching individuals from where they are at. So you're dealing with specific problems from specific groups. For example, the meeting that was held on Monday would definitely see 143 representatives of small-scale business people operating within markets in Nairobi County. So if you solidify Nairobi County, you know, it becomes really warm within the country for people to actually back you. So nimeona amekutana na watu na wakulima, Gikomba, Mudhurwa and Karioko markets, Country Bus, Nyamakema, River Road, Railways, Pumwani Road and Bus Station and OTC. So that's from the traders.
That's the heart of Nairobi, basically. That's
the heart of Nairobi. So if you can get or consolidate votes within Nairobi, then what of the national issues? Then now that's where the political parties come in. He's also, as you've said, tapped into such spaces. And of course, if you have support from the opposition or the assumed opposition, then it means that mwananchi ako peke yake.
Opposition ni X/Twitter. That's the only opposition that there is.
Wanasemanga you can't speak with food in your mouth.
Yeah.